9.5 feet tall. If you guys have seen our out front exhibit with the polar bear and the sun bear and the black bear and the grizzly bear.
Well, compared to a grizzly, I mean,
he's a lot taller.
He's a lot taller than a grizzly?
Yeah. He actually he can actually touch the ceiling. We put a bunch of peanut butter up there one time to check his height. And he easily stood that tall, licked it all off, which is 9.5 feet tall.
I'm with Julie Christie, who works with the polar bears at the Oregon Zoo. And so tell me what some of the work you do with the bears.
We actually, our job here at the zoo is to take as best care as we can with the bears. And so a lot of what we do is basic care. So we do a lot of cleaning around here, picking up exhibits, changing exhibits around, doing a lot of dishes, kind of like stuff you might do at home. And the fun stuff is actually working with the bears. And so one of the main things that we do here is training and enrichment. And that's kind of like, I always attribute it to, like, say you were gonna buy a new book, go watch a movie, play a board game, things like that. It's our job as keepers to change their life daily, whether it be giving them a little more physical exercise to do, getting them things that exhibit natural behaviors that they might exhibit out in the wild. We don't feed live seals here, but we do things to encourage that kind of natural hunting behavior by giving them large toys with toys inside, so they have to figure out how to get the toys out. And so a lot of the training that we do, here you go buddy, this is Conrad, is to take care of these guys. And we work with our bears 2 to 3 times a day. We're over here for 8 hours taking care of them. And things we do are to make sure that they're nice and healthy. We have a veterinary staff that takes care of them, and we work very closely with them. We've actually trained all of our bears to open their mouths, present their paws, so we can do basic checks on their body, their eyes, we can brush their teeth. And one of our bears, Conrad's sister, she actually has just been trained to receive voluntary allergy injections. And so she gets those due to some allergies she gets between her feet. And then on the enrichment side, we are changing their enrichment out constantly. You can imagine, just behind you, this is a polar bear toy. You can see all the scratches and bite marks in those. And these toys are not, they're not light, and they're very difficult to move. You can imagine this sucker pulling it out of the water when it's full of water. And these guys can lift it with one paw. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 keepers to lift that out. So that's just a short of things of what we do. Besides education, like what you're doing too. We do a lot of that and making sure the public knows their story here with us as well as around the wild.
Okay, and also, so how did you become a zookeeper?
That's a good question. Well, what I did was I was always really interested in the ocean, and so I started volunteering at the Oregon Coast Aquarium, and I did a lot of that while I went to school, and that kind of helped me out on my path. And so I started a zoology degree, and really enjoyed the training aspect. I was very interested in care of ecosystems originally, and I still am very interested in that, and then I realized just how intricate the care for animals in zoos and aquariums was, and how much went into it, and how important it is to keep these guys healthy, and for them to be ambassadors of their species. These guys, you know, not a lot of people get to go see a polar bear out in the wild, and so to have these guys help us educate the public, it was really exciting to learn about all that care and learn about these guys. So I went through school, lots of volunteering, internships, worked my way up and ended up here.
So thank you for talking with us.